they get in within touching distance of Crokes, they'll have a great chance. But I expect Crokes to start strong with that wind.
Yeah, David Shaw straight away has gone into the inside full forward line. Billy Courtney at midfield. And
so a big test for Fionn. He's got loads of experience though.
Yeah, quickly looking around the field. I'm trying to see who's gone off the Kenmare Shamrocks team. Anyway, we'll carry on with the play. That looks like Stephen O'Brien on the run, off the right boot, and that's sent.
So it'll be another good contest.
Now here's David Shaw. He is operating much closer to goal in the first half with wind advantage. Here's Tom Doyle. Tom Doyle pops it off. Brosnan to Shaw again off the right boot. David Shaw from a tight angle. I don't think Shaw makes any mistake here. No, he doesn't. That's over the bar. David Shaw already equalising the Stephen O'Brien opener for Kenmare Shamrocks. Courtney now sizing up this 45, hits it long, direct and true. Billy Courtney, that'll get the confidence building in the Dr. Crokes again. Billy Courtney will hope to have his say in that, slips, but is still on target and goes over the bar. Billy Courtney, that's his second. Gavin O'Shea to Burns. Burns, could he look to Looney to the left? No, he sends it inside to Tom Doyle, turns onto the right away from Jack O'Sullivan. This will be a nice score from Tom Doyle. Lovely dummy away from Jack. And it is by Potts to Looney. Looney now. Brian, that is in possession for Dr. Crokes. Going past halfway, gone past the 45, heading towards the 21. Slip by James McCarthy inside, shot and over the bar by Tony Brosnan. But that was all made.
Scores on the board. You don't want to let the game slip away before we get to half time.
Yeah, brilliant catch by Billy Courtney, and then Cian McMahon sends it to Tony Brosnan off his left foot. Yeah, here's Brosnan now. I don't think he'll make a mistake this time. Tony Brosnan off the left boot, second time around. Orange flag goes up. Tony Brosnan is absolutely everywhere. To Shaw, to McMahon. McMahon pops off. Can Gavin O'Shea kick a score? I think he will. Gavin O'Shea, Dr. Crokes are just on fire at the moment. That's 9. Tom Murnan. Murnan onto the left boot. That'll be a lovely score if he gets it. Tom Murnan off the post and over the bar. That's an X. Murnan onto the left boot. That'll be a lovely score if he gets it. Tom Murnan off the post and over the bar. That's an excellent. This is his first opportunity to get motoring to Tommy Atlantic. Tommy Atlantic and back to Kevin O'Sullivan. This will be a nice score for Kenmare Shamrocks. Well,
two went over from outside the arc, but this is an easy tap over now, and it would have been a very tough kick from outside the arc.
Yeah.
But they've cut the lead now down to 5 points.
Field facing up Kevin O'Sullivan will mark over the score. No, he doesn't. To Tony Brosnan onto the right boot. That's a lovely score. They waited and waited inside the arc. Here's Gavin White, the turn of pace to Tony onto the left. You expected it to happen. It has happened. White, the instigator. Brosnan. Yeah, interesting similarities to their first match at half-time with wind advantage.
It looks to him, and he's a big man on the middle, which they'll need in this half.
Oh no, Mark O'Shea goes up with Wharton. Breaking ball. Wharton gets his first touch. Pops it off towards Jack O'Sullivan. Jack O'Sullivan to Kevin. Kevin popped off to Tom Murnan. Murnan to Jack O'Sullivan again. Turns onto the right to Murnan. Chance of a goal. Murnan, what a finish! What a goal for Kenmare Shamrocks. 6 against 6 again. One centre back against the other. This time Gavin White gets away. He's going to take on Donald O'Sullivan as well. Popped off to McMahon. McMahon turns onto the right boot. McMahon shoots for the score. Cian McMahon gets the score. Excellent. O'Sullivan back now with Murnan. Murnan has it. Pass inside to Tagney. Tagney gets away. Neil O'Shea comes across. Tagney on the left boot. Tagney takes the point. Good score for Kenmare Shamrock. Intercepted pass. Tom Doyle back with Potts. Brosnan wants it. Brosnan gets it. Brosnan will kick the score. That's a giveaway for Kenmare Shamrocks. As is Gavin O'Shea. Gavin O'Shea cuts through a little gap. Good work by Gavin O'Shea to Mark O'Shea. Will he go for the punch point? No, they want more. Oh, it's blazed over by Tony. Donald O'Sullivan has to go with the solo goal because there was absolutely nobody to give it to Darragh O'Connor. What strength by Darragh O'Connor to shrug off Evan Looney. That'll be an inspirational score, and it is.
There was always a chance it could die down.
Oh, Brian Looney pass intercepted by Paul O'Connor. Paul O'Connor pops it off. Is that Donald Down coming through? Or is it Sean O'Shea himself? It's Sean O'Shea. It's outside 2-point range. They might just kick for a score here and bring back the free. Paul O'Connor turns in well, away from Neil O'Shea, onto the left boot. Paul O'Connor sends it over the bar. The score is given. Mark O'Shea again. He's thundering into proceedings. Pops it to McMahon. Can McMahon get the score? Will he go for the goal? McMahon. See, that could be an interception. No, it isn't. Kevin O'Sullivan gets there. Jack to Kevin. Kevin with the score. Good point for Kenmare side to challenge Stephen O'Brien. Here's Gavin White. Look at the pace. Pops it off to Brosnan. Brosnan to Burns. Shane Enright said he would look to have a last closing quarter. Micheál Burns. What a score. Stephen O'Brien. Here's Gavin White. Look at the pace. Pops it off to Brosnan. Brosnan to Burns. Shane Enright said he would look to have a last closing quarter. Micheál Burns. Yeah. White. Gavin O'Shea to Tony. To Burns. He wasn't expecting that. Burns does brilliantly. Will he kick another? Micheál Burns. That's a beauty. We'll get ourselves ready now for some post-match reaction. Tony Brosnan is our man of the match. Dr. Crokes are through to the Kerry Senior Club Championship final. They're getting words of wisdom now from their management team in the huddle at the end of the game.